Hello, humans of internet. Welcome back to my little corner of the web. Today, we are going to talk about someone who had everything going for her: beauty, talent, and the potential to be Bollywood's next big thing, but somehow ended up becoming an internet meme instead. Yes, I am talking about Urvashi Rautela, and how even her pretty privilege couldn't save her. She could have been the next Priyanka, Yami, or even Anushka. But, well, she chose to be Rakhi Sawant. No disrespect to Rakhi, at least she knows what she's doing. So, what exactly went wrong with Urvashi? Let's break it down. So, who is Urvashi Rautela? Urvashi was born in Kotdwar district of Uttarakhand. Urvashi always had a things for the limelight. She started winning beauty pageants as a teenager and quickly became a familiar face in the world of glamour. Some of her early titles include Miss Teen India 2009, Indian Princess 2011, and Miss Tourism Queen of the Year 2011, which, by the way, made her first Indian to win. But the biggest moment of her career was when she was chosen to represent India in Miss Universe in 2012. Unfortunately, she had to give up that title due to age restrictions, but she made a comeback and won again in 2015. It was clear she was ambitious and determined. After that, her Bollywood debut happened in 2013 with Singh Sahab, the great opposite Sunny, and from there she started building her career in the industry. Despite the big start, something was off. It is not like Bollywood actors are super smart, let's be real, but most of them at least know how to present themselves. Urvashi, not so much. So, what are the things which went wrong with Urvashi? Number one, acting foolishly and being obnoxious. There is a difference between being confident and being too much. Urvashi often leans into the too much category. Whether it is in interviews, social media, public appearances, she somehow always manages to say the things that make people cringe. One classic example is her Instagram bio. It reads like a LinkedIn bio, but it is on steroids, listing every random award and title she has ever received. Like, we get it, you are accomplished, but let other people say it instead of forcing it down our throat. Then there are her interviews. Instead of keeping it cool, she often turns them into her flexing sessions. Look at this one, where she's randomly showing off of the gift she has received when she was asked about the attack on Saif Ali Khan.
मैंने अभी पढ़ा कि अभी वो फाइनली ठीक हो गए हैं बट इट इज़ वेरी अनफॉर्चुनेट कितना ज़्यादा देखभाल करना पड़ता है अभी आप खुद ही सोचिए डाकू महाराज की 105 करोड़ की सक्सेस के बाद माय मदर इन्होंने मुझे गिफ्ट की डायमंड स्टडेड रोलेक्स एंड माय फादर ने मुझे ये मेरे हाथ में पहनी हुई छोटी सी मिनी वॉच गिफ्ट करी ये हाँ इट इज़ लाइक अ गिफ्ट लाइक अभी 100 करोड़ 105 हमने पार कर दिया है तो इट इज़ जस्ट अ गिफ्ट बट देन हम कॉन्फिडेंट नहीं फील करेंगे बाहर ओपनली या कुछ भी वी कैन
The unnecessary controversies. Look, Bollywood loves a little controversy. It keeps people relevant and in news. But there is a difference between good controversy, like juicy industry feud, and bad controversy, where you just embarrass yourself. Unfortunately, Urvashi falls into the second kind. The Rishabh Pant drama is the perfect example. It started with Urvashi mentioning that a certain RP in an interview, implying that a famous cricketer was obsessed with her. The internet quickly connected the dots and assumed that she was talking about Pant. The cricketer was not having it and immediately called her out on Instagram, saying that it's funny how people lie in interviews just for some popularity. Did Urvashi let it go? No. Instead, she started a full blown social media war, posting cryptic messages, calling him Chotu Bhaiya, and basically dragging the whole thing out for attention. The public perception, she looked really desperate and foolish. The same pattern follows her everywhere. Instead of being known for her work, she's just known for her weird and unnecessary drama. Number three, hunger for game and not knowing how to handle it. Urvashi loves herself, and that's great. Self love is important. But when your entire personality revolves around forcing people to acknowledge your greatness, it starts looking desperate. Take her recent interview. Instead of answering the question naturally, she randomly brings up her international awards achievement that nobody was even talking about. Like, why? Instead of letting her work speak for itself, she seems to be constantly begging for recognition. At this point, she has just become like that kid in the class who has done their homework and they just remind teacher about it. And the sad part is it is completely unnecessary because let's be honest, Urvashi is stunning. Her pahadi jeans are working overtime and she has all the physical attribute to be the top name in the industry, but instead of using that to her advantage, she's relying on cheap thrills for attention. She doesn't need to be controversial. She doesn't need to self praise in every interview. She doesn't need to try so hard. She just need to be exist and the eyeballs will naturally follow. How can she fix it? I think it is not too late for Urvashi to turn things around, but she needs a serious reality check. Number one, get some honest friend and advisors. She needs people around her who will tell her the truth instead of hyping her up for everything. Right now, it feels like she is surrounded by yes men who keeps encouraging her instead of guiding her in the right direction. Someone needs to sit her down and say, "Girl, stop. You're gorgeous, you have talent, but your constant need for validation is making people lose respect for you. Number two, stop trying so hard. There is no need to shove your achievement down people's throat. True icons don't need to beg for attention, they naturally command it. She needs to understand that being mysterious and humble is far more attractive than being loud and boastful. She has every quality to be a top actress. She just needs to step back and let people appreciate her naturally. Number three, invest in proper media and acting training. Urvashi is physically flawless. But what she really needs is to work in her media presence and acting skills. A solid media coach could teach her how to handle interviews better, how to avoid unnecessary controversies, and most importantly, how to come across as likable instead of desperate. She should also focus on her craft, take acting lessons, pick better project, and let her work define her instead of controversies. Because right now, her career is built more on gossip than actual films. Final thoughts. Urvashi Rautela is not a bad person. She is just lost. She got caught up in proving her worth that she forgot that true worth doesn't need validation. She has everything to be Bollywood A-lister, beauty, presence, and even a dedicated fan base. But until she stops chasing cheap attention and starts focusing on real achievement, she will always remain a internet meme. So Urvashi, if you are listening this, take a deep breath, step back, just be yourself. The world will notice. You don't need to scream it. So that's all for today. What do you guys think about it? Let me know in the comment section. I feel like I'm bad at ending videos. So thank you so much for watching it so far. If you like it, make sure to like it. If you have something to say, my comment section is open. Thank you so much.